Hi there, my name is John Atkins and welcome once again to FWA TV. Tonight we're going to take a special look at the careers of two of the toughest men currently in the FWA, the Zebra Kid and Phil Fleisch Barker. Son of British wrestling legend Ricky Knight, the Zebra Kid has made a name for himself throughout wrestling as one of the toughest, most hard-hitting individuals on the scene today. At Frontiers of Honor 2003, he had the chance to go up against somebody with a similar reputation from the USA, the Ring of Honor champion, Samoa Joe.
Procedure at the moment, Tony. Both these men are very hard-hitting, Nick. You wouldn't look at the Zebra Kid and think so. Wrestling someone against Samoa Joe, you would say Samoa Joe would have the advantage, but that's not the way I see it. Although Samoa Joe going in there with some very hard kicks to the Zebra Kid. Lovely takedown there, and he's got like a double leg bar of sorts. Can Zebra get? Yeah, Zebra's got to the ropes. Like you were saying earlier, Tony, these two men are very firm competitors. This I reckon, will be one of the most hard-hitting matches that we'll see tonight. Oh! And that was a lovely example right there. Nick, that was very hard-hitting. And one thing the Zebra Kid's going to have to look out for, Nick, is Samoa Joe's choke. Samoa Joe actually managed to win the title with a choke. But Zebra Kid firing back now with some stiff kicks. Oh, awesome! Inzaguri taking the ROH champion down. But that was a hell of a hard impact. And now Samoa Joe is at the mercy of the contender to the Ring of Honor Championship. And looks like Zebra Kid is setting up for something. We've seen this before, Tony. He looks like he's setting up for an elbow drop or something. Are we going to see? He's coming. Oh, he was on the chair and Zebra Kid dropped the elbow, sending Samoa Joe down once again. Nick, to me, it looks as though the ROH are going to have a new champion tonight. Looks like Samoa Joe smacked the back of his head there. The Zebra Kid with an elbow square in the throat of the Ring of Honor champion. And now Zebra Kid kicks to the back of the head. Looks like he could be working on the head, but Samoa's fighting back up. It does look like that, Nick. It looks as though every time Zebra Kid is hitting Samoa Joe, it's just psyching him up a bit more. As we see Samoa Joe up now, Zebra Kid is still laying in them shots, but Samoa Joe is still standing. Couple of stinging shots, and now Zebra launches Samoa Joe. Zebra follows it, but Samoa takes him down. It looked like it was some of the Uranagi move there, but the Zebra Kid is down. That was beautiful. Zebra Kid was running into the clothesline. Samoa Joe just caught him and swept him clean off his feet and down to the mat. Zebra Kid looks like he was struggling for air there. Might have collapsed his throat. And now Samoa Joe with a slap and a kick. That was an awesome kick there. And as I said earlier, Nick, Samoa Joe's finisher is a choke. If he is going to work on the head and neck area, and with moves like that, it's pretty obvious he is. It looks like it's only going to be a matter of time before Samoa Joe gets one more point for the Ring of Honor. What a devastating knee we just saw, followed by the pinfall. Looks like Samoa Joe, being the sadistic champion that he is trying to collapse the throat of the Zebra Kid, perhaps setting up for that chokehold that you were talking about earlier, Tony. And now Samoa Joe stomping away and putting the weight on the neck of Zebra Kid. Oh, Samoa Joe there with the face wash, not one, not two. Oh, and a third, Nick. Is he gonna? Nick is setting up for it. He's setting up for the big one. Oh! He almost took his face off. Looks like Zebra Kid's gonna have to get some pretty serious skin lotion for that. His face must be rubbed raw by that attack. That was terrifying, Tony. As Samoa Joe rolls to the outside now, the Samoa Joe is in control of this match at the moment. He's going over to the fans. It looks like he's asking for a chair. Nick, in my opinion, this cannot be good for the Zebra Kid. Anytime the chairs are involved, I always do wince a little bit. And I'm just ashamed that it's one of our boys who come at the end of it. Samoa Joe now playfully setting some kicks into Zebra Kid, and he's dragging him over to where he set that chair. I don't like the look of this, Tony. Nick, he's setting down. What on earth could he be doing? He's sat the Zebra Kid down and he's moving back quite a ways. And the fans are behind him. What is this? Oh my Nick, he's putting through the guardrail! Oh my Lord! Nick, he's through the guardrail. Have you ever seen anything like that? Looks like
Samoa Joe is reaping the adulation at the moment. If I was the Zebra Kid, and I'm not, I'd get back in that ring, I'd tap out, I'd lay down, I'd do whatever it takes to get Samoa Joe to stop hitting me.
Simply put, Samoa Joe just kicked the Zebra Kid's head to the back of the net, and now Samoa Joe is in control. Few more kicks, working on that upper chest, throat area. The Zebra fighting back with his last dying breath.
Zebra Kid has still got some fight in him, Nick. Maybe I spoke a bit too soon. It's an awesome enziguri to the side of the head. He manages to kick out there, but you've got to believe Samoa Joe is a little bit dazed at the moment. It looks as though Zebra's just going to carry on, laying them kicks in, headbutts, whatever it takes to take the big man down.
Couple of firm punches there in the corner, and Zebra Kid, he managed to get Samoa Joe onto the top rope. Could be setting up for something. Oh, this is like a bitch slap seminar going on right here, Tony.
Nick, look at the slaps, back and forth, back and forth. Zebra Kid now, he's going up. What's he going for here?
Oh, God, jeez, Tony, did you see that? That was like a second rope DDT. Samoa Joe must be out. Looks like the Zebra Kid was aiming for that concussion throughout the whole match, and he might just scored it there. And now he's going up top. Could he be going for the Zebra crossing splash, or maybe the perfect elbow, Tony?
I'm not sure, Nick, but Zebra Kid is no stranger to being on the top rope. Samoa Joe in the middle of the ring. He is stirring, but Zebra Kid looks like he does have something dangerous on his mind.
He's waiting for Samoa Joe to stand up. And wait, nice drop kick from the top rope. Both men are down.
Sorry to cut you off there, Nick. It was an awesome drop kick. As we see, Nick, the Zebra Kid signalling for his patented finisher, the Zebra Crossing.
Now, if the Zebra Kid can hit this FWA boy will make us super proud, because not only will we be 3-1 up in this tournament, but it looks like the Zebra Kid could be leaving the new Ring of Honor champion, Tony.
How awesome would that be, Nick, for Zebra Kid to walk out of here with 2 belts? But the Zebra Kid seems to be acting a bit cocky at the moment, Nick. He's jaw-jacking, he's showing off to some fans, when really he should be concentrating on Samoa Joe.
Well, the Zebra Kid now finally managing to get to the top, just as Samoa Joe's beginning to stir. And now the Zebra Kid, will he hit it? No! Samoa's got him down in the armbar.
Samoa Joe managed to reverse it into a Fujiwara armbar. Are we going to see the Zebra Kid tap out here? Samoa Joe has got it locked in.
Will the Zebra Kid tap right here tonight? Samoa Joe frustrated, and look, Tony, he's going for those knees straight off the bat.
Nick, he's laying them knees in. They are set for his finisher, but he goes for the pin instead. 2, 3, no! The Zebra Kid has still got some fight in him.
The fire, the Zebra Kid still burns, but it looks like Samoa Joe just snuffed out that flame.
That was an awesome clothesline to the back of the head there. Samoa Joe back in for the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out again from the Zebra Kid.
Looks like the Zebra Kid still has some will in him, and Samoa Joe, quite frankly, is looking a bit dumbfounded here, Tony. And now Samoa Joe could be going for the kill. He might smell blood here, Tony.
As we see Samoa Joe laying in some vicious kicks there to the Zebra Kid. Surely Samoa Joe, devastating forearm there. Surely Samoa Joe is going to want to start thinking about maybe applying that choke, maybe trying something to take the kid out.
The Zebra Kid desperately trying to get to his feet. So desperately he's using his opponent as a kind of a support. I don't know how much more the Zebra Kid can take of this, Tony.
You know, Nick, it seems at the moment as though Samoa Joe is being a little bit disrespectful for the Ring of Honor champion. He's laying in some blows, he's taunting him, he's being a little bit cocky, but again, the Zebra Kid, he's fighting back. Nick, I can't believe the Zebra
Kid now with a couple of blows and then a kick to the nose, and there's a lariat. Samoa Joe still standing off the ropes again, but Samoa just won't go down. Zebra again, he's caught, and the vicious German.
Awesome German suplex there. What we see, Samoa Joe's hanging on. He's going for the dragon suplex. And over on the back of his head, Nick. And Samoa Joe still has hold of the Zebra Kid.
That was a sickening suplex.
Nick, cross-arm German suplex 2, 3. It's all over. The Zebra Kid has been beaten by the Ring of Honor champion Samoa Joe.
That was a phenomenal match, but the Zebra Kid, he's out for the count. 3 suplexes in a row. The German, the full Nelson, and then finally, it was sort of like how would you call it? A wrist-lock German suplex, Tony. You know more on this.
It was a cross-arm German suplex, Nick. It doesn't matter what the name of it was. At the moment, we see Samoa Joe standing on his feet. He's still got his belt, and he's won over the admiration of these FWA fans here tonight. And at the moment, Nick, as it stands, it's 2 to Ring of Honor and 2 to the FWA.
Next up is a match from Vendetta 2003 against promising FWA newcomer Mark Star Belton. The two had an incredible encounter at Newport, Wales on the British Breakout Tour, and this was Belton's chance to make a name for himself on the FWA main stage with a shot at the Zebra Kids All England title.
Showing the disrespect that maybe Zebra Kid showed him in the beginning, but here we go for the knuckle lock, in with the wrist lock, and Zebra Kid just laying the blows in straight away.
And 5-star got planted, and there's another one of those firm kicks to the ribs, and 5-star spills to the outside,
sending him across the ring, then to the outside. Zebra Kid is not a man you want to toy with, Nick. That's what I'm going to say.
Now remember the All England Championship advantage. Zebra Kid cannot lose the title via a count-out, so he's dragged 5-star back in, but you know he could win it that way. What's this? Looks like he's setting up top for something, Tony.
Zebra Kid is a dangerous man on the top rope, and it looks as though, yeah, you see the Zebra Kid there gesturing, it looks as though Mark Belton might not be getting as lucky as he thought tonight.
Looks like he's setting up for something. Poke in the eye there for the fans' enjoyment. He's setting up for something. Looks like he's going for some sort of... Oh wait, no, we've seen this before.
Oh, what, Nick? Top rope superplex. It must have killed Mark Belton, but it would have taken something out. Yeah, you can see Zebra Kid's down on the mat as well. It looks as though Zebra's clutching the back of his head. He may have hit down a bit hard. I'm not entirely sure.
That kick to the Zebra Kid pissed him off, and he got a kick of his own in. And now the two men are facing off. Forearm there from 5-star. Forearm by Zebra, and they're just trading blows. This is becoming personal, Tony.
They're going back and forth, Nick, with a lovely spinning heel kick there from Mark Belton, taking down the Zebra Kid. Nick, you couldn't have said it better. Back and forth, back and forth. Just when you think one's got the advantage, the other one comes back. And as we see Mark Belton now climbing to the top rope, he can be very effective on a high-risk manoeuvre.
Belton managed to get the advantage with that educated feet of his, but now he's up top. He's got a
swing and a miss there. Zebra Kid jumps up straight away. Mark Belton face plant straight into the mat.
Zebra Kid looks like he's got a nice body slam there. He could be. Oh, it looks like he's setting up for the Zebra crossing, Tony. If he hits this, Zebra Kid's leaving Broxbourne Civic Hall with the All England title.
And down! No, Nick, he missed it. He missed his signature elbow. Mark Belton has been watching the tapes. He remembers from the last match. This is where Zebra is effective. But Mark Belton rolled out of the way. A nice leg drop there as he picks up the Kid.
The missing of that elbow could have caused his elbow to explode. And now, 5-star Mark Belton's keeping the advantage.
2-3. No, he managed to get the arm up there. Zebra Kid is not going to let go of his title, Nick, that easy. Mark Belton is in control for the minute, but will he stay that way for long? Another nice body slam there from 5-star.
Could be one of these vicious kicks that finally knocks out Zebra Kid and ends his dream reign as the All England champion. But Zebra Kid crotches 5-star Mark Belton. Belton is in trouble again.
This is like the third time Zebra Kid has gone for that one area, Nick, with a vicious slap on the top rope. And there's now Mark Belton. He's trying to fight back, but I gotta believe that the Zebra Kid has the advantage here. Mark Belton is perched on the top rope, and Zebra Kid has now climbed there himself. I'm not entirely sure what this is, Nick, but
I think I know what it is.
Oh my word, Nick! A top rope DDT!
Are you a homo?
I called earlier, but it was a superplex, but this time he hit it. And now, I think we're going to see the Zebra crossing, Tony. The Zebra Kid is on top. He flies down.
He hits the Zebra crossing. 1, 2, 3. Good night, Irene. The Zebra Kid is still the champ.
That is all that is written. The Zebra Kid is going to walk out of the Broxbourne Civic Hall. Still, All England champion, but Tony.
Next up, we're going to take a look at how Fleisch finally relinquished his British Heavyweight Championship, which he'd held for over a year, to none other than the Phoenix, Jody Fleisch. This incredible ladder match, taken from British Uprising 1, shows why FWA action takes a backseat to no one.
Ladies and and gentlemen, this is what it's all about. For the first time in FWA history, the FWA heavyweight title will be decided in a ladder match. Coming down first is Fleisch Barker. Coming down to the ring now is the opponent for Fleisch Barker. This is Jody Fleisch. Jody Fleisch is a former King of England and was crowned that at British Revival. He keeps it down and basic, and as far as I'm concerned, Jody Fleisch might not get an opportunity to get any momentum whatsoever.
Well, Fleisch Barker is definitely in the driving seat of this match at the moment. It seems to me that Jody needs to up the pace if he wants to stand a chance of beating Fleisch Barker.
Fleisch Barker now throws Jody back to the ropes. Jody Fleisch with a hip toss. No, it's blocked. However, he kicks him over. Flings a leg. Nice 360 spin. Ducks the clothesline and a chop. Not quite as hard as Fleisch Barker's, but all the same, they must be little stingers. Fleisch Barker now throws Jody to the ropes. Jody over Fleisch. Fleisch jumps Jody. Jody with a kick and Fleisch is down.
Those chops might not have been as powerful as Fleisch Barker's, but you're damn sure that kick to the chest was.
Jody now has been run to the ropes again, and Fleisch Barker, military press set here, Tony.
Military press, and he's just holding him up there. He's like, Jody, I could hold you up there forever if I wanted to. You're nothing to me. You're half my weight. I eat you for breakfast.
Once again, Fleisch was trying to slow it down, but Jody's escaped. Fleisch tried to run, and Jody Fleisch throws him over the top rope to the outside.
Looks like Jody.
Now Jody with a suicide.
Oh, high risk maneuver. Jody's just lost half of his back by the looks of things. Phil Fleisch Barker telling the fans to get out of the way. He's got something in mind for Jody. What's it going to be? Oh! He's just driven him back first across the guardrail. Whatever way you look at it, Nick, that's gotta hurt.
Fleisch Barker just suplexed the Phoenix. Jody Fleisch onto the railing and into the crowd. Now let's see if the fans actually defend their golden hope of the new school, or whether they're going to be wise and get out of the way for the unstoppable wrecking machine that is the old school's crown jewel, Fleisch Barker.
The fans are confused. They're not quite sure what they're seeing at the moment. They paid to see wrestling. They didn't pay to see it right in front of them as they're sitting there watching the match. Phil Fleisch Barker, the disrespect he's showing to Jody Fleisch, I can't believe it. This is supposed to be a sport of champions. It's a championship match for a belt that's supposed to mean something. Fleisch Barker is just running roughshod over Jody Fleisch.
I completely disagree with you, Tony. You say Fleisch Barker isn't showing any respect to Jody Fleisch. Fleisch Barker's one of those guys, he shows you respect by how hard he hits you with his iron fist.
It's true, Nick, Fleisch Barker is a dominant force. Fleisch Barker is not going to be somebody that will easily be beaten. But I have to have faith and I have to hope that Jody can reach deep down and bring it up and prove that he deserves to be champion. He proves that he deserves to be in this spot. Even though Fleisch Barker is treating him badly at the moment, it could all switch at a moment's notice. As Jody gets some offense now, what's he going for? He goes for a moonsault, he lands on his feet, goes for the clothesline, Jody ducks it over and over. And it's a Hurricane Rana from Jody Fleisch, proving that don't blink, you'll miss something.
Well, Jody Fleisch now is taking it to Fleisch Barker, and Fleisch Barker is once again the outside, and that's a dangerous place to be if you're Fleisch Barker. Jody Fleisch now! Oh! Press!
Phoenix style press, shooting star press to the outside. Nick, have you ever seen anything as beautiful as Jody Fleisch?
You can hear the fans appreciative of the FWA. Tony, you want to know if I've seen anything as beautiful as a shooting star press to the outside? I've seen the golden tear on the cheek of a small child. But back to the match. Fleisch Barker is down, and Jody Fleisch now has the advantage.
I've no idea what you mean, Nick. You're in a world of your own. But back to the action, thick and fast. Jody Fleisch, even though he managed to hit the shooting star press, Fleisch Barker seems to be up on his feet a lot quicker. Fleisch Barker being the bigger of the two, he maybe has more stamina. He's been in more matches like this before.
Now this is a rather surprising tactic. Fleisch Barker was the man who brought in the ladder. I would have thought he'd be...
Oh! Crown jewel crunch! Fleisch Barker has got to be in a whole world of hurt right about now. The ladder is a weapon that Jody's used to. It's something he's familiar with. Fleisch, I don't think I've ever seen Fleisch Barker in a match like this before.
Well, this is what I was trying to bring up. Fleisch Barker Barker was the man who brought in the ladder. I found this incredibly surprising. Jody Fleisch is the man who knows how to use... Oh! Baseball slide into the ladder, into the rib cage of Jody Fleisch, and now he's down. Maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe a ladder in the hands of Fleisch Barker is a more dangerous weapon than he could ever get his hands on.
You know, I thought this match would be suited to somebody like Jody Fleisch, but it just shows that every little bit of offense that Jody gets in, Fleisch Barker's got to come back for him. As he hits those vicious knife-like chops all over Jody Fleisch's chest, it's got to be beaten black and blue red.
Now, Fleisch Barker is the man with the hardest chops in Europe. Jody off the rope though, and he tried to go for his own move. However, Fleisch Barker now with a ladder to the face and the chest of Jody Fleisch, and Jody spills into his own fans again. Referee Andrew Coyne trying to help Jody out of there, but meanwhile he can't see what Fleisch is doing. Fleisch is setting up the ladder between the apron and the guardrail.
Jody Fleisch was going for the same move that Fleisch Barker had just hit on him, but Fleisch Barker, being the ring general, having the ring savvy, knew what was about to happen, saw what Fleisch was up to, used it to his own benefit, and now Jody Fleisch is in the crowd and he gets a chair shot for his troubles.
If a ladder wasn't bad enough, Fleisch Barker has just brought in a chair to the proceedings, and now he seems to be going for another one. It looks pretty obvious what he's setting up here for, Tony. It's a platform of death, a ladder and two chairs, and this cannot be good for the Phoenix Jody Fleisch.
It can't be good for anybody, Nick. How would you feel being slammed onto a ladder with two chairs?
However, Jody Fleisch is fighting back with a kick to the face, and now he's going for something, tornado DDT, but no, Fleisch caught him, and now it looks like Fleisch is going to set him up for those ladders. Jody, however, a kick to the head of Fleisch Barker.
Jody Fleisch, he's wrestling with Fleisch now. Even though he's the bigger man, Jody has the heart. Is he going to go for the suplex? Is he? Oh! Suplex onto the ladder, onto the chairs. My God!
I don't know if you saw the face of Fleisch Barker, but it looked like he knew what was coming. He was superplexed from the ring to the outside, onto the ladder and the chairs. Referee Andrew Coyne checking on his well-being, but there isn't much he can do in this type of contest.
I don't care how big you are or how tough you are, that's gotta hurt. Pretty much the same as when Jody's brandishing a ladder and using it basically to run into your forehead.
Jody Fleisch used that ladder like a battering ram straight into the face of... What's Jody planning here?
Jody looks like he's got something in mind. Jody Fleisch is taking apart the guardrail.
I'm not sure what he's doing here. It looks like he's trying to get back to the outside. Security look baffled. They don't know whether to help him or whether to stop him, but there's not really much they can do. Jody Fleisch and Fleisch Barker, this is a no disqualification match. No one has any control over these two.
Jody Fleisch doesn't usually use weapons, he doesn't need to, but he's got the ladder. And Jody Fleisch is off somewhere. I don't know what's going on. I mean, he's setting the ladder. What could he possibly set the ladder up for?
Tony, I don't know, but if there was one thing I do know is ladders equal and plus balconies equals trouble for both men.
Ladders do definitely equal danger when they're in the hands of somebody like Jody Fleisch. The fans, I think they're all starting to cotton on. They know what's... Jody Fleisch is climbing to the balcony. Why would Jody Fleisch be climbing to the balcony?
I don't know, Tony. All I know is the higher Jody goes, the further he can fly.
Nick, you can see how far up he... What on earth could he be thinking? No.
Oh, wait a minute. FWA! Tony Giles, my lord!
I am virtually speechless. Listen to the crowd, listen to the fans.
FWA! Oh. The crowd reacting to what they've just seen. Tony, I can hardly believe what I've just seen. I've just seen Jody Fleisch just moonsault from the top of the balcony onto Fleisch Barker, and now the tide has most definitely turned. This has taken a lot out of the old school veteran Fleisch Barker.
You know what, Nick? I can't be entirely sure, but that looked to be about 25 foot that Jody Fleisch just effortlessly moonsaulted from. Fleisch Barker's down. Jody's got some weaponry. Jody's back in charge. He's back in charge and he's acting large. Jody Fleisch is definitely the man now.
We already had a ladder in the match. Fleisch Barker brought in a couple of chairs, and now Jody Fleisch has entered the table into the proceedings.
Somehow it looks like Fleisch Barker has been busted wide open. It could have been a knee pad, it could have been the foot, it could have been anything. When Jody Fleisch is flying at you from 25 feet in the air, quite literally anything can happen, and it probably will.
Jody Fleisch now just got a hammer of a punch on the back from Fleisch Barker, and that's enough to win the man. Jody Fleisch is lying Barker's advantage. No, Fleisch seems to be going back for the ladder now, Tony.
Fleisch is going for I can't honestly see what anybody could do with a ladder after that. All it takes is a couple of blows from Fleisch Barker for Jody Fleisch to be down and out. Fleisch Barker's twice the size of Jody Fleisch. Jody Fleisch only 21 years of age and not as experienced as Fleisch Barker. This is where the experience and the know-how of being in the old school is paying off for Fleisch Barker.
It looks like Fleisch Barker is going to dive off the top of the ladder through Jody and through the table, but Jody's off the table and I don't think Fleisch realises this. Jody now is climbing to the top of the ladder.
Both men jockeying for position on the top of the ladder. I don't know what they're going for, but this can only be impending doom for one of them.
Jody Fleisch top of the ladder, and now sunset powerbomb
from the top of the ladder. Oh, Jody! If Jody Fleisch can just get to his feet and set that ladder up, we could be looking at the new champion right here, right now. But at the moment, both men are down and they're not moving very quickly.
Jody Fleisch was able to cover Fleisch Barker, it would have been a free count. Except, Tony, there are no free counts. There is only one way to claim the FWA title here tonight at York Hall, and that's to put your dead cold fingers around its medal. Fleisch Barker with a driver.
Sit down Michinoku driver for Jody Fleisch. That's what you get for your troubles, Jody. You start to mess with the old school, that's what you get. Fleisch Barker taking the ladder now. Is he going to be setting it up? Well, he's not going for the belt. The only thing I can think of, Nick, is Fleisch Barker isn't through inflicted punishment on Jody Fleisch.
Both men, the adrenaline pumping through their veins, pumping through their arteries. They're so determined to add damage to one another. They're seemingly forgetting about the title. Jody Fleisch just dropped toehold Fleisch into the ladder. He's now climbing the ladder. Moonsault!
Oh, moonsault climbing the ladder. Literally walking up it like a set of stairs, moonsaulting back off from the standing switch after Fleisch Barker made the first error.
Very reminiscent of Jody Fleisch's trademark wall unit. Jody Fleisch now into the corner. No, back into the ladder. Switches Fleisch and Fleisch into the ladder and to the outside.
Spilling over into the outside, flying off the ladder. Fleisch seems to maybe have hurt his wrist. I see he's actually wearing extra wrist protection there. I thought it was so he could inflict some more punishment on Jody, but it looks like he may have an injury there. I'm not entirely sure. Jody Fleisch seems to be in control at the moment, but as I say that, it all switches around again, and Fleisch Barker proves that he's number one at the moment.
Tony, I can answer that question for you. Why is it that the wrist tape of Fleisch Barker is heavily done? It's because Fleisch Barker has been practicing pounding away with forearm shots on any unsuspecting victim that he can find, and he's had to rub them up because they're swelling and sore. And now Jody Fleisch is going to be the victim of the fruit of his labours.
Jody Fleisch slowly wakes his mate back over guardrail and tries to make it back into the ring. The only way this match can be won is if one of these guys is in the centre of that ring. Oh, vicious chair shot. Jody Fleisch proving anything you can do with the weapon, I can do better.
Fleisch Barker was trying to climb to the heavens, and Jody Fleisch managed to cut him off with a taste of cold steel. Jody Fleisch now is climbing the top rope, and whenever he's climbing the top rope, it's always going to be aerial.
It's going to be aerial. Oh! Fleisch Barker using the ladder as a weapon. What's he setting Jody up for now?
Sure, this is going to look ugly.
Oh! A German suplex from the top of the ladder. Oh my God!
Earlier in the evening, we saw AJ Styles do something very similar to Johnny's arm, but Fleisch Barker, a much bigger, stronger man, threw Jody Fleisch from an even higher height on the top of the ladder.
From the top of the ladder, nothing could be nice, but a German suplex. If this was a normal match, it would be all over right here. 1, 2, 3, we'd have a new champion. But it's not, Nick. It's a ladder match. And while there's still some life left in Jody's body, there's still some fight left in Jody's body.
Fleisch Barker seems to be picking the limp, dead body of Jody Fleisch, and he's climbing up the ladder with him. I fear to think what would happen to Jody. Jody, however, managed to punch him in the midsection and get away with it. Jody on the apron, springboarded.
Oh, caught into a powerbomb. Jody's just basically been folded up like an accordion. It's horrible to see. Jody Fleisch is a friend of mine, and I hate seeing things like this happen to him in the ring. I know the title means a lot to you, Jody, but is it really worth it?
Well, Fleisch Barker is a friend of mine, and it gives me great pleasure to see him rightfully fully claim what will be his, and that is the FWA heavyweight title. I know that a title win on Fleisch Barker's behalf would inspire a whole generation of young people to accomplish other great things.
You know what, Nick? I think you're wrong. I can't say for sure, but I think you're wrong. I think the fans in the York Hall this evening are firmly behind the Phoenix. The Phoenix is a hometown boy from East London. He's been training hard for many, many years. It's about time Jody got what he deserved. He's been the champion. He can be the champion.
Let's face it, Jody Fleisch is nothing more than a trick midget. Hell, he was trained by a circus, for God's sake, Tony. I think most people deep down want their title to be held by the cold, ruthless heart of an old schooler.
You know what, Nick? You mentioned the circus there. From the age of 6 years old, Jody Fleisch was trained in circus arts. And as such a performer, Jody Fleisch has always been a performer at a young age. At a young age, Jody Fleisch was picked out personally by Princess Diana herself as being her favourite performer.
Oh, Tony, it really brought a tear to my eye, Tony. But quite frankly, this is not the time and the place for entertainment. This is a wrestling match. Basically, Fleisch Barker is about to powerbomb Jody Fleisch on a couple of chairs.
Not nice, Nick. It's just damaging the back more and more. The point I was trying to make is, from 6 years old, Jody Fleisch has been a performer. At the age of 21 now, he's still a performer. The kid has a whole world. The whole world is open to Jody Fleisch. Wherever he goes from here on, the whole world is his oyster. Whether he's the FWA British Champion or Jody Fleisch is giving it his all, and these fans appreciate it.
Well, Jody Fleisch is going to be a great performer when they're using him for the miracle of science. And now, Fleisch Barker's climbing up the top. The referee just got booted in the face.
This isn't something you see from Fleisch Barker, him going to the top rope. Oh, suicide dive!
If you ask me, Jody Fleisch has just died. I just think I saw his kidney fly out of his mouth and fly across the arena.
When you see a man of Fleisch Barker's size go to the top rope, it spells trouble for anyone else in the area. But then being dived upon while being on a ladder on top of two chairs, it can only inflict more punishment tenfold. Jody Fleisch, I hate Jody, my prayers are with you. I hope you pull through it. Jody, this one's do it for us.
Tony, you're beginning to make me feel just a little bit sick now. Fleisch Barker throwing Jody Fleisch back into the ring, and you think Jody can fly? I just saw Fleisch Barker jump from the top rope onto a ladder where Jody was.
It looks as though Fleisch Barker wants flag. If he signaled someone down the ring, it's Monkey Boy. What's Monkey Boy doing back in the ring, Nick?
Well, for a monkey boy, he kicks like a mule. I don't think you should call him a monkey boy, Tony Giles. If you ask me, he can beat you and he can beat your family. You know exactly what I'm talking about. He's a professional wrestler, just like Fleisch Barker and just like the other members of the old school.
He may be able to beat me, but let me ask you this, Nick. Have you ever spanked the monkey? Mark Sloan is being blatantly... He's got something in his... Are those handcuffs? Is Mark Sloan brandishing handcuffs?
With the referee down, Mark Sloan has now been able to come to ringside and handcuff Jody Fleisch.
He's handcuffed Jody Fleisch to the ropes. Oh! Fleisch Barker goes with a chair shot. Jody Fleisch manages to boot him in the head using the chair, and it looks as though the force of the chair shot, Phil Fleisch Barker has backfired his plans. The chair shot actually broke the handcuffs. Jody Fleisch is now a free man. Monkey Boy's back and realising there's damage to be done.
No member of the old school knows. Whoa, who's this, Tom? No!
I can hear the fans chant, what could it possibly...
Oh, Tony, what is he doing here? This is a one-on-one match. He has no right. Kicks in the midsection. And Alex Shane setting up for the one-night stand.
The show stealer hitting the one-night stand earlier on in the evening. The show stealer was attacked by the old school. He's getting a little matter of revenge now, and he's basically showing his respect to Jody Fleisch.
Jody Fleisch and Fleisch Barker having this tremendous match, and Alex Shane came down and ruined it.
A couple more digs for Monkey Boy Mark Sloan as Alex Shane escorts him away from the ring, as rightly should be. This is a one-on-one match. Only one man can win this belt, Nick, not two. As Fleisch Barker brings another ladder, I can't think what Fleisch is up to. There are now two ladders in the ring, and a table outside, and a few chairs, and some handcuffs. This has been one of the most amazing matches I've ever seen.
Well, it's supposed to be a ladder match, ladder singular, but now there are two ladders in the ring, and if you ask me, we're about to see the debut of a Jody Fleisch sandwich.
to God that we don't see that kind of move. Phil Fleisch Barker is now climbing up one of the ladders. It looks like Phil's got something on his mind. It looks like he could possibly be going for the belt, but Jody Fleisch, proving there's still some life left in him, is also climbing the ladder. They're both climbing the ladder. They're both jockeying for position.
I don't think they're going for the belt. They're too far on one side. However, they're both... Oh, what's this? Could it be?
Yes.
Fleisch Barker's on! Flash in a pan!
Flash in the pan from the middle of the ladder. Now, the flash in the pan is one of the most devastating moves there are. But you add a ladder to the mix, and it just times it by 10 at least. Jody Fleisch is limp at the moment, and Fleisch Barker sees the opportunity, and it looks like he's going for it.
This is an example of how the Frontier Wrestling Alliance have screwed around with the old school too long. If pinfalls were being allowed, Fleisch Barker would have won this match 10 times already. And now it's doesn't matter because he's climbing the ladder and he's going to claim the FWA title for himself.
That may be true, Nick. Jody Fleisch is also climbing the ladder, as they're both about the same dish, net trading blows.
I want to trade blows with Fleisch Barker. Jody managed to stop the ladder falling over. Now
He pushes Fleisch
Barker
through the table, flashes through the table. Jody's still on the ladder. Come on, Jody. You can do it. Come on, Jody. We're all behind you. Come on, Jody. You can do it. Just reach for the title, Jody. Reach for the title. You can do it. Yes! New FWA undisputed champion, the Phoenix, Jody Fleisch.
Oh, how typical. The referee just woke up and called the match. Jody Fleisch is the new FWA title holder. Oh, I hope you're happy, Tony. Hope you're happy. A great wrestler in Fleisch Barker was just screwed again right out of the FWA championship.
You know what, Nick? I've got a grin from ear to ear. I am happy. Just like Jody Fleisch must be at the moment. Undisputed FWA champion at the age of 21 years old. Everybody from the FWA locker room is coming out to congratulate Jody Fleisch. All of the stars of the FWA are amazed at Jody's efforts. What he went through tonight to win that belt, we have not seen the likes of in a long, long time.
Oh, this shows just what the locker room of the FWA are like. They're coming out now and congratulating him. But I bet you one thing, Tony. I bet you this one thing. Each man in that ring at the moment is eyeing Jody Fleisch hungrily, eyeing his championship.
As Jody Fleisch looks a little bit wobbly there, he looks a little bit wary. He's had the living hell beaten out of him for the last 35 minutes. But Jody Fleisch proudly stands atop the ladder in the middle of York Hall, Bethnal Green, with his FWA British Championship.
What a day it's been. Jody Fleisch is now the title holder of the Frontier Wrestling Alliance Heavyweight Championship.
This contest is taken from Frontiers of Honor 2003 and features some of the hardest looking kicks and chops that I've personally ever witnessed. Despite the frustratingly inconclusive finish, Fleisch Barker proved himself to be every bit the equal of US star Low Key, and a rematch must surely be somewhere.
To his feet, looks like he's changing tactic. He's trying to confuse Fleisch Barker. Barker obviously was, oh, nice kick, and now they're trading kicks. Fleisch Barker, low-key with a couple of kicks. I mean, I wouldn't want to trade kicks on low-key. Those are vicious. Couple of kicks out. I think low-key won that. Oh no, Fleisch comes back, but low-key now with a leg switch of sorts.
Nice dragon screw left with there from Low-key. Low-key up. Low-key saying, if you want to trade kicks with me, Mr. Barker, you're more than welcome to, but I'm going to come out on top. Fleisch Barker is down. Low-key is up.
Low-key, sorry to interrupt you, Tony. Low-key currently dominating, chopping Barker into the ropes. Let's see if Low-key, being the lighter and faster of the two, he might speed the pace up. But Fleisch Barker is holding onto that rope for dear life.
Managed to get him choked on the ropes, as Low-key now looks like he's maybe going for one. Is he going to go for the second one, Nick? Oh, he manages to land it. Nick, this is the crush combo. If he hits the third one, it could be well and truly all over.
Oh, holy sweet mother, Tony, that was vicious. I've seen Low-key's kicks before, but none that aggressive. And now Barker could be over. One, no. Low-key now with a cover. 1, 2. to kick out. Both men are kicking out just after the 2. I cannot see either man going down for the 3. Now remember, Tony, if one of these men win, it'll become 3-2, either to Ring of Honor or FWA. Whoever wins this match will give a massive advantage. Oh, series of kicks there. They're vicious, but Barker's got him. Barker off the rope. He's trying to go for a pinfall, but Loki reverses.
Loki dropped toe holded there, Fleisch Barker onto the ropes. He was going for the koala kicks, but Fleisch Barker managed to switch it round as Loki now off the second rope. Oh, an awesome side kick to the head. Nick, how much more punishment can Fleisch Barker's head take? I mean, Fleisch Barker is a big man, but if you knock someone's head off, you're going to take him out.
I cannot believe that Fleisch keeps kicking out. That springboard off the second rope into the side kick, that should have knocked out Barker for good. But Fleisch Barker is still going, and Loki must be getting frustrated. And you've got to believe that when you're in the ring with a professional like Fleisch Barker, you don't want to get frustrated. Barker now into the corner, and Loki will chop him to death.
Loki owning up with the chops there, some Mongolian chops through to the head, some to the chest. Loki is basically dominating this match at the moment, but Nick, as we've seen it so far in this match, it can go one way or another as Loki running in there with an awesome kick straight to the face.
Bloody hell, Tony, they got a lot of velocity there, and he just drove his leg Larry into Barker. I cannot believe that this match is still going on. You would have thought Linsky would be compassionate enough to end this match, but I suppose you wouldn't want to upset the fans. We want a definite winner right here tonight. A nice European uppercut there by the young American. Barker replying in tow. A nice chop there, bringing up well. Oh, that will burn the skin of any man. Double Mongolian chop, a vicious right hand. Oh, and a wheel kick.
Loki utilising the car wheel kick once again. Basically, they're just trying to chop and hack and beat the living hell out of each other, Nick. You know, you talk about your pure wrestling divisions in companies all over the world. This is the kind of action we like to see in the FWA. 2 wrestlers going at it, tooth and nail. Chops left and right as Loki now in with the triangle lock, trying to cut off the air supply of Fleisch Barker.
A triangle lock deeply applied in there. Fleisch could be fading away. You can see the blood rushing to his face. Fleisch desperate to fight out. Loki trying to put the pressure on, but we'll see if Fleisch can get out of this. Maybe he can get to the ropes, but I'm just not sure at the moment.
Fleisch Barker's going to want to maybe try and get to the ropes, even try and get to his knees, try anything he can to break the hold of Loki. Loki's legs are wrenched in tight around Fleisch Barker's neck at the moment. As you hear the fans, they're clapping, they're trying. Well, Loki broke the hold, he's going for the pin.
2.
No! Fleisch Barker again up with a 2.
I think the way Loki was looking at it is that if Fleisch Barker was out, he could have got the pinfall. But obviously there was still enough blood in the head of this big British lad that is Fleisch Barker to keep him going. Loki now setting up for something maybe. No, he kicks him in the gut. And now, once again, in the corner, Fleisch Barker is at the mercy of Loki.
Nick, those stinging chops as Fleisch Barker managed to reverse and send Loki into the corner. And Loki out through the middle rope. And Fleisch Barker there goes with the punch. Loki, he's got it, he's got it, grin. There's a dragon crutch. This is one of the most devastating moves in Loki's arsenal. He is in the rope, so he is going to have to break the hold, but this can weigh you down like no other move.
Oh my lord, that was wrenching the neck and the back of Barker. Barker, he gets a close up. Nice Hurricanrana! Go Flash!
Sorry, Nick, Fleisch Barker managed to pull that literally out of nowhere too. No, it wasn't meant to be that time. Unlock Loki off of him.
Loki got a variation of the Eastern stretch, but now Fleisch Barker picking up a military press into a sort of a power slam. That has to be it. 2 and a throw!
A kick out again, Nick. It seems like every time one wrestler has the advantage, 1 minute is Flash's way, then Loki fires back, then Loki's in control, and then Fleisch fires back. It's back and forth, Nick. This is so hard to call.
I swear that was the end of the match, and now Fleisch Barker could be signalling for his signature move, the flash and the pan. Oh my, Loki escapes. He's got him in a double underhook suplex, and oh my lord, Tony, both men are out. I don't know who got the worst of that one.
Yeah, sorry, Nick, there. I'm not sure who got the worst of it. Loki is blatantly clutching his arm now as referee Steve Linsky is admonishing the 10 count. Now, if this goes to a double count, I'm not sure what the point situation will be, but one of these men, they're going to want to try as hard as they can to get up before the 10 count.
Looks like both men are struggling to get to their feet. Let's see who can get to his feet first. And it's Barker.
Barker's up, Nick, and he must have one thing in mind, the destruction of Loki. Barker now with a vicious few punches there, but Loki firing back as well. He's going punch for punch as Barker just uses a takedown on Loki.
Grounding and pounding again, but Loki looks like he's going for some sort of armbar, and he's got it. And it looks like it could be a submission win for Loki if he can hold this move on. Fleisch Barker, center of the ring, but he's battling out. You can sense the excitement from the fans. A right, another right, and he keeps waving away. The point situation is dire here. Loki now again with the arm.
Once again, Loki back into the cross arm breaker. He had it on before, and Fleisch was trying all as hard as he could to try and punch his way out of it, but Loki back into the cross arm breaker. Both men have broke the hold though, and
whoa, the bell! Barker submitted! I think he submitted anyway,
Nick,
Tony.
he must have done. Loki had the cross arm breaker, but I'm not sure. Let's hear the decision.
A draw? Can we have a draw in this contest?
Nick, I'm not entirely sure how that will stand, but the ring announcer Jane Charles has just said this match is a draw. It must have gone to the time limit. That's the only reason I would say it has gone to a draw. Neither man managed to pin the other or tap out.
Tony, listen to the fans. They want 5 more minutes of Loki versus Fleisch Barker, and I completely agree with them. I would hate it to end like this, Tony.
Nick, and a show with so much respect and integrity behind it, this match cannot end on a draw like this. There should be 5 more minutes. The wrestlers, Loki and Fleisch Barker themselves are saying, we want 5 more minutes.
The opportunity for this match to continue rests solely on the shoulders of head referee Steve Linsky, who seems to be talking to the wrestlers, but it seems to me he might be sticking with the draw. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what Linsky's final decision is on this matter.
I mean, he is the head referee, Nick, so his decision is final, but you would think on a show, on a match of this caliber, that he would give them 5 more minutes. As we see referee Andrew Coyne coming from out the back, maybe he's going to help shed some light on this situation.
It looks like I'm being told that referee Andrew Coyne's been sent down. He's trying to find out what the situation is. I think he's talking to the wrestlers, he's talking to Steve Linsky. Loki looks pissed, quite frankly, and I don't think Fleisch Barker looks much better. Hang on, Linsky's got the mic.
Fleisch Barker, the 20-minute time is arrived. My final decision, draw. 20 minutes was the time limit. 20 minutes was your time limit. This is my final decision. You two want to go 5 more minutes. You two want a decision. Well, let me tell you both something. You submit as I finger on either opponent and I got the point off. You got a finger on him, you use the point. You start, you use the point. This match is a draw.
We hope you've enjoyed this special video profile of 2 of the hardest men currently in the FWA, Phil Fleisch Barker and the Zebra Kid. From all of us here at FWA TV, we'll see you again very soon.
Are you a homeowner who could benefit from an Ocean Finance loan?
Hi.